ass from y'all talk. For real, so I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, y'all was loud.
We got the whole hood over there,
like twist it up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get f***ed up over here. What do I look like getting f***ed up?
What happens when one of boxing's biggest stars decides to walk away from the sport and leaves chaos in his wake? Gervonta "Tank" Davis just dropped a bombshell, canceling his highly anticipated fight with Lamont Roach and setting his sights on Keyshawn Davis instead. But not everyone's happy about it, especially Floyd Mayweather. And if you think this is just about scheduling conflicts, think again. This is personal. Floyd has snapped, literally, and he's making it clear that Tank's decision is a slap in the face. Why? Because Floyd sees Lamont Roach as the one fighter who can humble Tank. And with all the beef between the two, you already know Floyd wouldn't mind watching his former protege get knocked out. But Tank's not playing Floyd's games anymore. He's got bigger plans and even bigger opponents in mind. Let's break it all down. Let's rewind a bit. Tank versus Lamont Roach was locked in as a high-stakes fight for early 2025.
And I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother.
Yeah,
now watch this.
They gonna
now
be
watch.
There. They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago when you said that?
You know how when they told you said how like I posed for Lomachenko, right? Mm-hmm. And like how he said like he was retired and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like when he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what
Is that all it takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying you're going out.
It always go like this. It always go like this.
Nah, what I'm
always
saying,
get
you just said you feel like you going out.
And they go to
I don't
sleep.
want you to feel like you going out.
I'm telling you.
On paper, Roach might not be a household name, but his technical skills and grit made him a real threat.
Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, you know, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
For Floyd, who's been hyping Roach as the dark horse of the division, it was the perfect opportunity to prove that Tank could be beaten.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
But here's the problem. Fans weren't buying it. Literally, the fight wasn't generating the hype it needed to sell tickets. With Tank announcing that 2024 would be his final year in boxing, fans expected fireworks, massive headliners against the likes of Keyshawn Davis or Shakur Stevenson. Instead, Tank versus Roach felt underwhelming.
And then you hope Tank, I know he's announced that he's retiring at the end of 2025. I don't know if you believe that or not, but
I don't know. I thought he was very sincere. Like sometimes the hunt.
Fed up with, yeah.
Maybe, but boxing can do that to you, I think, in general. So I think that maybe he wants to do something different with his life. We can only look after our own, and that's Shakur Stevenson. And for me, Schofield, Zepeda, Tank. That's the plan for 2025. And if we were to do that, I think Shakur against Tank is one of the best fights in boxing. Two unbelievable fighters.
It was quite obvious that Tank could have better fights.
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people, it don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fight on our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is a good fight for him.
So, Tank made a power move. In a shocking twist, he canceled the fight, citing business reasons, and set his sights on Keyshawn Davis instead. This move instantly reignited fan excitement, but left Floyd seeing red.
I killed you, motherfucker. You crazy? I know the fuck this nigga playing with. I don't play no motherfucking hands. I'll fuck you up,
To understand Floyd's fury, you've got to dig into his motives. On the surface, he's been promoting Lamont Roach as a legitimate contender, a fighter with the skills and strategy to challenge Tank. And honestly, Roach is no joke. His technical boxing IQ, defensive prowess, and ability to adapt in the ring make him a tough opponent for anyone, even a powerhouse like Tank.
Man, then the nigga keep talking about some no disrespect. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You's a real fake nigga, for real. Like, you's a real fake nigga. F***ing for, bro. Every time you see me, it's what up, shawty. Is that, you know how you talk. F***ing out, bro. I'm really him. I bring any type of smoke to anything in my way. Talking about, I am him in that ring.
But beneath the surface, it's clear Floyd's motivations aren't purely professional. The beef between Floyd and Tank is well documented. Ever since their falling out, Floyd has seemed more interested in watching Tank fail than celebrating his success. And what better way to humble your former protege than to pit him against a dangerous underdog like Roach? If Roach managed to pull off an upset, it would be a massive blow to Tank's legacy. And a vindication for Floyd, who's been doubting Tank's dominance ever since he left Mayweather Promotions.
Has the time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
Tank's decision to walk away from the Roach fight isn't just about avoiding a tough opponent, it's about legacy and dollars. With only a year left in the sport, Tank knows his time to cement his status as one of the all-time greats is running out.
Why are you retiring?
What changed? What made this shit
trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like like say you got a swap today.
And let's be real, as it is about skill. Fans want big names, big stakes, and big drama. While Lamont Roach might be a worthy contender, he doesn't have the star power to generate the kind of buzz that Tank needs in his final year.
What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis Roach fight?
I think that, it's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability. But he can fight. I don't think it's a huge fight, but not a terrible one.
Keyshawn Davis, on the other hand, is a rising star with an undefeated record and a growing fan base.
I want to fight him, bro, because he been tricking the boxing game for too long. He been tricking the boxing game for too long. He makes shit look good. He makes shit look better than what it is.
A fight between Tank and Keyshawn isn't just a battle of skills, it's a blockbuster event. It's the kind of matchup that headlines pay-per-views, sells out arenas, and cements legacy.
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, you said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about Keyshawn. What if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
When Floyd got wind of Tank's decision, he didn't hold back. Sources close to the situation say Floyd was livid, accusing Tank of running from a real challenge. In Floyd's eyes, canceling the Roach fight wasn't just a bad business move, it was a sign of weakness.
Back first, bro. They talking. They talking, but you know how it's gonna get. You know how it's gonna get. A real machine. You know how it's gonna get. A real one.
But let's not pretend Floyd's anger is all about boxing integrity. There's a deeper layer to this. Floyd has been publicly critical of Tank's career moves ever since their split, often framing Tank as reckless and unprofessional. Tank canceling the Roach fight gives Floyd yet another opportunity to take shots at his former protege.
I saw Gervonta Davis was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has his big...
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know. He might have bounced. I don't know. He might have bounced. He was only on for a second. Tank, you want to come in, Tank? Can I bring you in? I would love to bring you in.
Baby.
Only because I know for like the longest Tank has had an issue with fight hype, with me. I was like, bro.
Pull him in. Pull him in. Hold on.
I don't know.
How do I do it? You gotta do it.
I think I gotta do it. I don't know if he's still on here. Hold on, I gotta find him. He might have bounced. You know, Tank be bouncing.
So why Keyshawn Davis? For starters, he's a big name with a spotless record. The undefeated Olympian is quickly becoming one of the sport's most talked about fighters, and a matchup against Tank feels like a natural progression for both men.
You are good. You are real good. But there's levels to this game, Keyshawn.
Okay, we're going to talk about levels. Okay, just know it's levels.
But it's not just about the hype. Keyshawn's aggressive style and confidence make him an intriguing challenge for Tank.
Davis Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Ooh, there we go right here.
Unlike Roach, who relies on technical precision, Keyshawn is a pressure fighter who thrives on intensity. A fight between the two would be a clash of styles that fans would love to see.
I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm going to make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you, little dude. Little dwarf, Oopa Loopa.
And for Tank, it's the kind of fight that could silence critics and solidify his legacy. If he can take down a young, hungry contender like Keyshawn in his final year, it's a statement that Tank Davis leaves the sport on his terms, at the top of his game.
He may or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he need to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that, in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think they're ever going to go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, you know, understand his path and going to go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular on his way out.
This latest clash between Tank and Floyd is just another chapter in their ongoing feud. And while the canceled fight might feel like a win for Tank, it's clear Floyd isn't backing down.
That's how he feels. If he's upset with me over me being good to him, over me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean,
I'm not mad at him though.
Right.
He's entitled to be upset.
For Tank, the focus now shifts to securing the Keyshawn Davis fight and making sure his final year in boxing is one for the history books. But he'll have to do it with Floyd lurking in the background, ready to pounce on any misstep.
Like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
For Floyd, this is yet another opportunity to paint Tank as reckless and unprofessional. And with Lamont Roach still in his corner, Floyd isn't done trying to orchestrate Tank's downfall.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
Let's not forget why Floyd was so confident in Roach to begin with. While he might not have the name recognition of Keyshawn Davis or Shakur Stevenson, Roach is a dangerous opponent for anyone.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
Roach's style is built on precision and patience. He's a master at controlling the pace of a fight, forcing opponents to play his game. Against a power puncher like Tank, that kind of strategy could be a game changer.
My advantages in this fight are my IQ, my mental, my will, and my skill.
Gervonta Davis's decision to cancel his fight with Lamont Roach is a bold move that shakes up the boxing landscape and ends all criticism by fighting a better opponent in Keyshawn Davis.
So you think you dominate Tank?
I think I dominate any of them. If you really look at it, if you gotta really tap in on this, look at the resume, all that extra, whatever. There's a certain limit that you hit, right? But then there's that next criteria or that next top tier. And if you don't match that, you know, you never gonna know how great you really are. And I've done that a few amount of times already. I jumped out that box and done that. So I have yet to see Gervonta come out of that box yet. You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again.
You know
what I'm saying? Like,
so that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.